Hey guys, today I have something super special for you. I was lucky enough to talk to Jessica Barden about the movie Holler. Now, I already spoke with director Nicole Regal, and we did touch on her hiring Jessica and how excited she was to have her. We both discussed how we thought she was absolutely perfect for the starring role in this movie. So I hope you enjoy my interview with Jessica. We had such a great conversation. But before we dive into it, if you're new here, I'd love it if you take 1 second and hit that subscribe button. And if you enjoy the content, go ahead and hit that notification bell. All right, let's talk to Jessica. Hey, Tessa from Mama's Geeky here. Thank you so much for stopping by my YouTube channel. Well, thank you so much for taking the time today. I really enjoyed the movie, and I'm just a fan of your work in general. Huge fan.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Of course, you're so great. So actually, when I was talking to Nicole about Holler, I said, what a gem. Like, you are so perfect in this role. So I asked her about bringing you into the movie, but I'd love to hear your side of getting into this movie.
So, everything about my journey with this was like very conventional. I was sent it by my agent. I read it and I auditioned for it. I met Nicole twice to audition for the role. But Nicole and the movie were set up to me as this is going to be like the hardest experience of your life. And there were, Nicole's agent passed on like usefully, kindly, I don't know what the word is, that it was going to be like the most challenging experience and like it wasn't going to be easy. And I was like, okay, well, like, I'll prove you wrong. Like, I'm ready for a challenge. But then at the same time, like, I met Nicole and she was like this very small, very petite, like sweet woman with like a pixie cut. And I was like, what's the truth here? But, she is a force of nature. And that was, why I wanted to make the movie. So yeah, it was sold to me as something that could kill me. I don't know, but like I'm alive, so
Yay, success. So, but yeah, no, you were so great in this, and the thing I love about this movie is I feel like it doesn't shy away from stuff. It's like, this is the real, this is the dark, this is the gritty.
And like when you've met me and Nicole, like now you can kind of get it. Like that's the type of movie that we were always gonna make. Yeah,
it's so good. It's so great, and like. So your character, she's not exactly a role model in some ways, but in some ways she really is, like she's going to do what she needs to do to get out of, to get herself an education. And so I think that is a little bit admirable from her. But is there anything that you can relate to with your character or that you find admirable about her?
I mean, she's very, extremely tenacious and, like you see a lot of her in the relationships with the teachers. Like these people are constantly, and everybody like her brother is on her side, but he's doing it in a tough love kind of way. Everybody is constantly knocking this girl back and saying no, that every door is being shut on her, and she's I'm gonna find a window, which is what I relate to that and I admire that as well. And I think a lot of people are going to relate to that. It's the reality of lots of people's lives. Like every single door gets shut on you. You find a window, you break it, and you climb through it. And that's what Ruth does.
That's very true. I think that's a great takeaway too. And it's something that when my daughters are a little bit older, they're 8 and 10 now, so it's still a little early, but in the future, I'll show them this movie to show them, that is definitely a good trait to have. So, of course. And so I wanted to talk to you a little bit about Pamela, because this was not the first time you worked with her. Now, which one did you work with first?
This was the first time.
This was the first.
And we only met for one day. She came in and filmed all of her stuff in one day, and then she left. And me and Gus and her, we just had to pretend that we had this like incredibly complicated family relationship. But luckily, me and Gus especially, absolutely loved her. I wasn't as familiar with all of her work at this point. I loved her, but like Gus really was. I knew her from Grease too, the iconic movie. But I met her and was just obsessed with her. And I really watched Better Things. Like I was obsessed with it after I met her. And then I texted her and said, like, please, can I be in the show? And she said, yeah. She didn't ask me to be in it. I asked her.
That's so great. I kind of love that story. So, real quick, I know we're running out of time here, but I want to ask you what you hope that people take away from Holler.
I hope that people understand the power of their choices and that they have decisions, and that not every single person in this world is going to be lucky enough to have a background where people are going to remind you of that. You know, you say yes or no to things in life and you decide what you want to do. Not everybody is going to be lucky enough to have a family that has time to remind you of that. So I hope that this movie does.
Awesome. Well, thank you again so much for taking the time today. I know you're very busy, so I really appreciate it.
Yeah. Thank you for watching the movie.
Of course, it's so good. I really enjoyed it. All right, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed that interview. Let me know your favorite part down below in the comments. Holler is available to watch on June 11th, and you guys do not want to miss this one. Trust me, it's a really great, dark, gritty, not afraid to tell it like it is, and still inspiring film. Be sure to give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit that notification bell if you don't want to miss out on more videos like this one. Follow me over on Instagram and Twitter. I'm at Mama's Geeky over there. MAMASGEEKY. Thanks, guys. Thank you so much to all of my monetary supporters, my members here on YouTube, as well as my patrons. If you haven't joined yet, please consider doing so. We have some really awesome perks, including a monthly Zoom meeting where we get to talk face to face. Thank you again to everyone who supports me.